So it is not of a surprise that Netflix and Ubisoft are now best friends, and they've already made an announcement for Assassin's Creed's Netflix original TV show. And today Netflix has given us some crazy new updates on what's going on with the TV show and what kind of new improvements and changes have they made from the previous movie that they actually made a couple of years ago, which actually had a lot of mixed feelings, and we'll get to that point in just a second. But before that, let's go ahead and jump into all the new updates we have about Netflix TV show. Well, Netflix has just confirmed that Assassin's Creed is not going to be the only title that they have partnered up with Ubisoft with. They're indeed making a couple of other series as well as movies for their games as well. Now, the first upcoming Netflix original adaptation that we have here is, of course, Beyond Good and Evil. Remember that game which Ubisoft announced a couple of years ago? And now we're in the year 2021 and we still have absolutely no idea what happened to that game, or even if that game is going to be coming out or not. But of course, that is just a sequel. We already have the first prequel part, which is also going to be part of the Netflix original adaptation, and then we are also going to get some Splinter Cell's action, baby. It's not going to be a new game, of course. It is going to be a Netflix series or maybe a movie. They haven't really given us any more specific information about all of these other titles, but then we already know about Tom Clancy's The Division, which of course Netflix is going to be partnering up with Ubisoft, and they're indeed going to be making a new movie, which I am super excited about. But then let's move on to Assassin's Creed's Netflix TV show. Now, it seems like the live action series that Netflix is currently developing is not going to be out anytime soon, because they have now made an official announcement stating that they're going to take as much time as possible because they don't want to be rushing this series. And they've also announced that the animation team, the animators, are currently focusing a lot towards how they have to figure out the entire setting of the Assassins, the ancient history and all this stuff. And Netflix has also made a statement basically stating that they have learned a lot from the movie that basically released a couple years ago, where this is exactly what they said. We learned a lot from the movie and I have a really strong team behind it, and I am super hopeful and super happy for the format. I think the TV series format works better to craft an Assassin's Creed story. Now, they also mentioned that Assassin's Creed series is basically going to contain everything that you need to know about Assassin's Creed's history in terms of modern day story, as well as the anime story, and at the same time the story of the Isu. So there are basically multiple timelines in just one story. So it is of course a very hard task to combine all of these different timelines in different storylines into just one small movie. So that is also one of the biggest reasons why non-gamers who haven't really played Assassin's Creed games were not really understanding anything at all when they actually watched the Assassin's Creed movie. But then gamers did end up enjoying that movie, of course, but the non-gamers were simply just left out hanging, not knowing what's going on their screen and what the storyline is basically leading to. So it's basically a huge mess, and that's something that Netflix currently states that they do know. They do understand what was the problem with the movies, and they're not going to be committing the same mistake with the series as well. So that's the reason they're going to be facing the story in a very, very slow phase, and they're going to take the storyline all the way from the starting all the way towards different timelines so that people get to enjoy the storyline as well as understand on what kind of a phase is the entire story basically narrated to. So these are all the updates that we have today for Assassin's Creed Netflix TV show, and I will keep you guys updated with basically everything you need to know about Assassin's Creed right here on this channel. And of course, like you guys already know, love to keep all of my videos as short as possible without really dragging my videos all the way to 10 minutes long. So if short and sweet and informative videos are something that you guys prefer, then make sure to go ahead, subscribe to my channel, turn the notifications on, and the most important thing of all, make sure that you guys are setting the notifications to all, because if you don't do that, then the broke ass YouTube platform, they don't end up sending you guys the notifications of my daily videos. So make sure you guys do it, because the platform is pretty much broke. And also, if you guys are enjoying these short and on to the point videos, then please make sure to go ahead and support these videos by simply just dropping a like, because making short videos actually means that I'm losing a ton of ad revenues, of course, and at the same time I'm trying not to waste a lot of your time and getting onto the point here. So if you guys could just support these videos, that would really mean the world to me. With that being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the day, and I'll see you guys on tomorrow's video. Until then, take it easy, lads, and goodbye.